What is going on, guys? Welcome back. Abel here with STL Tones. Today we're going to be taking a look at your all new update for the AmpHub plugin platform. You guys are getting a brand new amplifier. This is the Freddy Burn 100. This is based on a Friedman BE-100 amplifier. And let's hop on screen really quick before we grab a guitar, because I want to make sure you guys are squared away on what's going on with this amplifier, especially once you see all of the switches that are in the front of this thing. Let's explain that, and then we'll start getting raw tones. Let's hop on screen and check this thing out. All right, guys, so hopping on screen, this is a 3-channel amplifier, and the switcher is right down here on the right-hand side. As you see, it's currently in the clean position. Click it again, you're gonna be in the BE, which is the center position, which is the distorted channel, the first distorted channel. And then if you click it again, you'll be over in the HBE, which is the second distorted channel. So you have 1 clean channel, 2 distorted channels overall. If you guys look over here, the 3 switches I'm gonna explain first out of all of this stuff that's going on right now is the FAT, the SAT, and the C45. All right, so the FAT, or the FAT switch, which is a pretty fitting name considering what it actually does. All it really does is filter out less of the low frequencies, giving you an overall fatter tone. Go figure. And so if you're just looking to bump things up a little bit, give yourself some more low end, you just click on that bad boy right there. Moving on to the SAT or SAT switch, what that thing basically does is it adds a transistor-based saturation, which is a sound based around the famous Jose Arredondo mod that he used to do on old Marshall amplifiers. And moving on to the C45 switch. Now the C45 switch is pretty now the C45, I don't know why I think that's cool. I don't know, maybe because it says C4 before the 5. But the C45 switch basically changes the picking attack, or the overall treble of the tone. So if you're looking for more of that top end bite on your attack, you can click on the C45. So the one that's a little more, let's say, complicated to explain would be the FBK switch. So what the FBK switch basically does is it takes the power amp feedback and it takes it after the impedance selector, which changes the amount of negative feedback based on the speaker cabinet ohms. So what they've done to simulate this in the plugin is they've given us this FBK switch. Now what this simply does is just give you more feedback depending on the position of the switch. So right now you're in standard mode, you're getting the standard amount of feedback. You go ahead and click it once, you're gonna get a 1.4 factor, so basically 1.4 times the amount of feedback. And if you click it again, you get double the amount of feedback that you would normally have. Aside from that, you just have a presence, you have a master, you've got a gain, and of course you've got a EQ and treble and bass for your clean channel, and then you have a standard bass, middle, and treble for your distorted channel. So without further ado, let's grab a guitar and let's get some raw tones. All right, guys, the signal chain for this is going to be this Mayanez Duvel Elite loaded with Seymour Duncan pickups. We're going into a universal audio Aero interface. We're going into Cubase, and of course we're running AmpHub. Quickly to note, the FAT, SAT, and C45 switches only work in the distorted channels. They don't work on the clean channel. So that way you guys aren't sitting here clicking those things back and forth trying to figure out why they're not affecting your clean tone. That is why. All right, so starting off with the clean channel, let's check this thing out. Let's put the bright switch down, see what we got. Let's check out the bright switch. I'm a huge fan of a brighter clean tone. But if you're not, you can feel free to leave it in that first position. You'll get that darker tone you're looking for. All right, I also am running a reverb on it if you guys want it dry. This is what it sounds like. With it, this is what it sounds like. All All right, so clean tone sounds really good. I like it. We can circle back to that. I'm really excited to hit these distorted channels because if you guys know me, if you guys remember me from STL Tones, you guys know I love the distorted stuff. So let's check that out. Let's go ahead and shut off the effects for right now. And let's see what we got. Distorted channel, everything is set to where it should be. Let's put this FBK switch back where it goes, and let's try this out. Dude, you gotta hand it to them. When they make these amps just sound absolutely killer. Let's crank up the gain. Let's go up to like, let's go 7. Check that out. All right, so let's start testing out these switches and see what they do. Let's start with the fat switch. Let's do that one. Again, very straightforward. If you want a fatter tone, click on the switch, you get a fatter tone. All right, let's check out the SAT switch. Dude, that SAT switch sounds really, really good. Let's crank that a little bit more on the master so we can pump that volume up, but the sound of this switch sounds really good. yeah, you can hear a huge difference there between those two different positions on the sat switch. I think it sounds really, really good. All right, let's check out the C45. Again, we're looking for a little more pick attack, a little more top end treble on this switch. Let's check this thing out. Off. Experimentation time. C45 on, sat on, boost this up a little bit. What do we got? All right, in my very, very humble opinion, I think that sounds really good. All right, let's move on to the third channel, the HBE distorted channel. Let's check this thing out. Now we're ready for war. Tell me that is not absolutely sick. All right, but let's keep that energy going. We're in that third channel, so sat is on. Let's hit that C45 and see if we can get out more of that top end pick attack. Gain all the way up, that sounds really good. What I'm excited to try with this channel though, is let's throw a pedal in front of it, see what it does. All right, let's go into our stomp section. Very simple, let's grab my favorite, which is the Maxon OD808 modeled pedal here. Let's see. All right, so we're gonna throw my favorite pedal in front of it, which is the Max Drive M808, based on a Maxon. It is a very predictable pedal. It does exactly what I want it to do in front of anything I want to put it in front of, so I love this pedal very, very much. Let's get in here. We're gonna have to gain down a little bit. We don't want things to be really mushy. And what I'm excited to try is the fat switch, because a lot of times when you throw one of these pedals in front, it does tend to, it tightens everything up, but it cuts out a significant amount of low end. So let's see what it does. Yo, that sounds epic. And we haven't even touched the EQ. We have not touched the EQ panel, which kind of blows my mind. It sounds sick. That sounds so sick. All right, let's throw this reverb back on. Let's chuck a delay over here. And what do we got? What do we got? All right, guys, that's pretty much going to wrap it up for me. Again, this is now live and available over for download over at stltones.com. So if you are an AmpHub user, go ahead and do your update, and you're going to have this thing in your collection, your vast collection of amplifiers. Again, if you guys enjoyed the video, please hit that like, that subscribe button, hit that notification bell so you see all the future videos and products that STL Tones is rolling out. My name's Abel Hernandez, and I will catch you guys on the next video.